Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, but that intro is bad as fuck.
We do look good.
I
We
got
look good. I always like the vibe of it because I'm like, my skin looks
mm,
moisturized.
shut the It's all about you.
I'm just.
it's all
I mean, you look
it's
good
all
too.
about you.
You
Thank
look good. You
you.
look great. You look
Why thank
amazing.
you.
But you're naturally photogenic, so it's like,
Ah, ah. Let's not talk about you with the little bedroom eyes, the sun just gleaming
bedroom eyes.
slightly to the left with the gaze to the right. You know how you do your little
I don't
light
have a.
skin,
I
your little
I
light
I
skin
do
look.
not have a thing. I am accused of having a thing. Listen, let me tell you
What thing
something.
is that?
So they say that I make light skinned faces and take light skinned pictures. What I think is completely colorist. It's terrible, terrible.
You yellow as shit.
Oh, I am a brown skinned man.
Lies. I saw you in person.
What is a light skin? Okay, valid, very valid. But what is a light skin picture or face?
The pictures you be taking. Post one. I dare you.
Who takes
I
pictures
dare
to take
you.
bad pictures?
I dare you. That one where the sun is slightly gleaming into the blinds of
Oh, you
your
be looking
room,
at my pictures?
and I'm just saying, you
Oh, no,
post
I'm
enough.
just asking. I asked
You
you a valid
post enough.
question.
You post enough. Don't go there. Don't start this shit. I don't want no trouble.
I just
I don't want
there's
no
no trouble.
smoke. I
There's,
don't want
there's
no
no
smoke.
there's no trouble to be had. I just asked you if
I
you
don't
be
want
looking.
no smoke. Don't start your shit, King Kurt.
I'm, I am here to enjoy conversation and the fine
Mm.
company of one creamy. I mean, either way, welcome. How's everybody doing this fine evening? Um, as you can see, we're coming with a little bit different of a style for episode 3. Though we thoroughly enjoyed to pontificate and debate the greater things of Rihanna's
Where the fuck
internet.
you go? Here you go. Pontificate and debate.
Listen, look, I'm out here. I figure if I throw out a few big words, maybe somebody is sliding into DMs. They got a
They
PhD
not
or
sliding in there. They not. They scared.
there's no reason to be fearful to slide in my DMs ever. And that's all I got to say about that. Um
Follow him. Y'all know why. They slide in the DMs.
Listen, there is no reason to be intimidated by the king. By all means, pull up. We have great
By the
conversations.
king. I love that for you. I love it.
This episode is going to be a little bit different than previous ones. Uh, Typically, we get into the arguing side of things, but tonight, first and foremost, I need you to go ahead on Instagram, go to the THEE Devil's Advocate Pod and make sure to follow us.
Follow.
Listen, follow for her picks, not mine. I'm not. Look,
Follow.
she is her. That's the reason why we're getting all these
I
follows.
am
But
she.
yes, but you know, Creamy absolutely drops some thought provoking questions for content, and I'll be up there telling jokes and talking shit. But it's also a way to keep track on when we drop our episodes and when we actually go live. We will be doing live shows as opposed to just pre-recorded ones. And our next live show should be coming up pretty soon.
May the
But
6th.
May the
May,
6th? Is it May the
May the
6th?
May
Yeah.
6th? May
Is it first Monday in May?
that's May the 5th.
No, that's not. It's the 6th.
Is it? Are you
Cinco de
sure?
Mayo's on Sunday. That's how.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
we about
yeah.
to Cinco de
I
Mayo.
know
Was we about
that.
to be at because you hosting
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Sunday.
yeah. Look, cannabis and
You there.
karaoke.
Karaoke all day
Listen,
in
I
Wilmington,
got
Delaware.
I got a party to go to that Saturday night. That's how I knew it was the 4th. Sunday cannabis and karaoke is going to be lit. Creamy is already committed to pulling up. We'll see if she actually does
I'm
it.
I'm gonna pull up. It's literally like
We'll
7 minutes away from my house.
we'll see.
Don't do that. I'm in there.
Creamy's
Just
good.
tell your booze to pipe down. I'm coming through. Okay. No harm, no foul.
Creamy, when's the last time I've seen you?
Oh God. October?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
it's been since
I, I
October.
I'm not trying to hear I'm gonna pull up because you know, get the fuck out of
Oh,
here. You don't pull up. I've had plenty of
Kurt.
events that you could have pulled up to.
Kurt. Do I get it? Do I get it? We're not gonna go there. Do I get an invite?
I'm not look. Anyway, hey, so
Hey, do I get
so
an invite?
Monday we'll be doing our first live show. We'll be doing our first live show. And for tonight, we are doing what we like to call the Devil's Advocate Pillow Talk. That's where we
Yes.
just sit here and talk about some shit that we seen on Rihanna's internet that we want to discuss, whatever's on our hearts, minds, and soul. And a lot of times, some of the things that y'all are talking about in these streets, we just want to give you our opinions, our thoughts, and views on it. And Creamy likes to send me these random videos to our podcast chat that we go back and forth about.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah. Some of this stuff is unhinged, though.
they go back and forth about everything.
Everything, everything. But you know what? Before we get started, obviously, I'm not going to be doing all the goddamn talking. My beautiful co-host, please introduce yourself.
Oh, beautiful. Don't get in trouble for that.
What? Oh, you go on one today. you, you, beauty could be inside and out. You're one of God's creatures that automatically makes you beautiful.
I'm Miss Netta.
Oh,
Oh,
it's gonna be a spicy show.
Charles, your lunch is ready.
Are you gonna introduce yourself? You gonna keep talking shit? You gonna introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm the creamy one, the one and only. Also known as this Libra versus no one at all. Um, Excited to be here with you guys tonight. My handsome co-host that's always getting in trouble. You know, Trying to keep him out of trouble tonight. I'm gonna keep him, you know,
I
on
can't.
on on a good level
I can't
for all
get in
those that
trouble.
are watching.
I'm a grown ass man. I don't
You
get
say that,
in trouble. I
but
don't get
you
in
say that.
trouble. I do not get in trouble.
We are going to bring it to you tonight, uncut and raw, how we normally talk on not, I mean, a daily basis or maybe, a weekly basis, however, you know, however we decide we want to, conduct our conversations throughout the week. But
We
we
do what we
normally
want.
have these conversations we're going to have with you guys tonight with each other. So I hope you guys enjoy. So sit back, relax, kick your feet up, get your wine or your
Mm-hmm.
100 proof whiskey,
Mm.
because that's what we like. Some Maker's Mark.
Mm-hmm. Or some private stock rum.
That I don't drink that shit,
Yeah,
but
but
that too.
but makers. I haven't had makers in a while. I need some
It's been
makers.
a minute. You need some
Yeah.
Makers. You need some Makers.
Don't start. All right, here we go. So one of the things that we were kind of talking about throughout this week was everybody's talking about they want a soft life.
Hmm. I'm opening up a bottle of wine for this because this is funny.
Listen, a lot of that is that a wine? Wait,
There you go, minding my
I
business.
was
How you
just
mind my
saying.
business?
You break out the machinery. I'm sure making sure
It's
it
like
was.
a
You sure
it's
that
like
was for the
a
wine? Does
maybe,
it
maybe
vibrate?
not. A little bit.
A little bit.
Look, why you why you act like that? Why?
I'm just, you bring out this hardware, pop your cork.
Nonetheless,
Everybody's talking about having a softer life. Obviously, the way things have gone, inflation, life be life, and listen, eggs is $47.
at this point,
Yo, trying to take care of a family is ridiculous. Niggas can't find jobs, and The homosexualism is on a rise. It's hard out here for a pimp, is what I'm trying to say.
Very much so.
And
You know.
it ain't never hard for me. But what I will say, what I will, there's a lot of innuendos in this first 10.
That's
15
you.
that is all you. You is on some bullshit today. But
Mm-mm-mm.
what I will say is everybody's looking for a softer life or softening up their life or a person to bring in a soft era. I say everyone because before, traditionally, it was incumbent of a man to provide for his woman and I guess in a sense provide a softer life, but a lot of times being a woman who cared for the home was a lot of work. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess Cream, as we broach this subject, in your mind, what is a soft girl era?
Well, I'm new to all this terminology. I'm sorry, my eyebrows not gonna be able to stay down throughout this whole episode. I'm just gonna let you
I
know
know
that right
you really
now.
got it's like you questioning everything. Like what the fuck?
It's like I'm the rock in this motherfucker tonight. Okay.
Do
Uh
you smell what the rock?
so a soft girl era to me, what I believe it to be in my eyes at being 43,
Oh, you're a young
almost
tenderoni.
44. Um a soft girl era, I just see it being, someone who comes in, takes some of the load off. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
It don't have to be everything. Like I don't want that person to take everything off of me, but just some of the load off. Like take out the trash, fold the
Hmm.
laundry, do the laundry. Okay, sometimes you don't have to do it all the time. Um, maybe cook every now and again. Date
But that sounds
night.
like a lot of simple shit. That doesn't.
It is.
That,
It's simple for me because okay, so I'm living in a different era than these young girls in my life right now. That's what I want. This come in. I'm not telling you to take all the bills. I mean, if you take some, that's fine.
mhm.
But I just want you to kind of just come in and just like provide that trust, provide that loyalty.
See now you're saying things that make me ask more questions.
Oh
What is trust
God.
and loyalty to you?
Mm,
You get what I mean? Because it's different for different people.
it definitely is. I mean, trust for me, loyalty for me is just you being in my corner.
Okay.
You not wavering from everything that you said when we were in that talking stage. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't like when people waver. I like when you say if you say you this person or you claim to be this person or you show me this you show me that you're this person, stay that person.
Hmm.
You know, that's what's going to make me trust you. That's what's going to make me build that. Me being able to talk to you about any and everything. Talk to you for hours about any and everything. That kind of builds that trust and I'm able to confide in you about my deepest darkest secrets. I can't do that with everybody. My person should be the person that I'm able to tell anything to. I should be able to tell you about these guys in my inbox. I should be able to tell you about, the shit that I went through in life and you not judge me or not throw it in my face later on in life. It's a plethora of things, you know. Trust is different for everybody and
So
I see it.
see, okay, not to interrupt you, but like in my experience, my personal experience, humans are terrible people. Humans are just shitty fucking people. I go into that. I go into that in every dynamic and relationship that I enter to that this person is going to ultimately do something really fucking shitty and something really terrible because that is human nature. I do not expect anyone. I expect people to be what they say they are. I'm
Very
not
much
saying,
so.
but I'm also cognitively aware that nobody is what they present initially.
Mm-hmm.
Because what do? We try to put the best foot forward. Now, someone's going to show me the best of them. And somewhere around year, well, for me, it's usually in the first 90 days. I always say relationships don't really last past 90 days with me, primarily because um I'm a ain't shit nigga. And um and I'll tell no, but I'll tell you that I would listen, be forewarned. I
Are
will
you
tell
really? You really ain't shit.
you get told that you ain't shit enough. You do well to at least consider it. I mean, you know what? I always say ask 10 people about me and you'll get 10 different answers.
Very, very true.
So, in my mind, trust and loyalty is being true to you. And if you are truly honest about who you are, then I can sit back and do my due diligence, observe your shit, and then formulate my own personal opinions about how I'll allow somebody to come to and fro out of my life. And that's why when we start having conversations about soft girl eras and men wanting soft guy eras, this shit gets a little blended for me because I'm like, okay, so you said you were 43, right?
Yes.
Absolutely gorgeous for 43.
Thank you.
At 41 years old,
Youngin.
um,
Still wet behind your ears.
hey, listen, the ears ain't what's wet around this motherfucker, but I'm gonna let you go ahead on. Uh, uh, at 41 years old, the
I hate to hear it. Go ahead.
lies you tell. At 41, at 41 years old, what I have learned is that I genuinely don't give enough fucks to fake it.
That part.
It get I hit 40 and then I was just like, I'm tired. My knees hurt. My back hurt. I'm fat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you 1.5 good goddamn rounds. I like to smoke a little bit cigars for my job. That's what I'm
Okay.
talking about. I
Mm-hmm.
like to smoke a good cigar from time to time. I drink incessantly, and at the end of the day, no, I am absolutely not boyfriend or husband material anymore after a 10-year marriage where I was the stereotypical, quintessential, good black religious husband. Shit was beautiful while it was around, and then downhill. Fuck that. Now I'm out here in my hot boy era, thoughting my way through these streets.
Some hoochie daddy shorts on.
Hey, listen. How do you girls say we outside? So
Yeah.
at 41, I am in a new era in life, but it's I have a traditional background. You know, when you're born in the 80s, we don't subscribe to a lot of these. That's why me and you talk about all the time, all these new terminology, motherfuckers,
Mm-hmm.
these new everybody this and there's a changing that. And okay, cool. We
Right.
realizing that now we're in our 40s and the world has evolved around us. We can either evolve with it or we can stick to some of the terms and things. So, like in my mind, I'm actually curious for you. Do you think the traditional roles that men carried in the 80s, which was take care of your family, work, pay the bills, make sure your woman good, take care of her. If you was out skipping and dipping, she's supposed to, and not in every instance,
Mm-hmm.
had a courtesy to hide the shit. Like, just the traditional things that we grew up with in the 80s, are they still applicable now with everybody trying to get a soft girl era or a soft boy era?
My honest opinion, I don't think so.
Mm.
I really think that a lot of I'm gonna say single males and females, and that were born in our time in the 80s have stepped away from that and conformed to what's going on here in 2024 and the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think that people stand by that. And then when you meet someone, as we are, that have been married before, I've been married as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, years,
How many
years.
how many years were you married?
Don't do that.
I can't. No, you said real raw and uncut.
Don't do that.
You don't put it like this. You don't have to give me a hard number.
11.
Over 11. So over 10 years.
Oh yeah, over 10
Yeah, I put
years.
over 10 over mine. So all right.
Over 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Were you a
Got married
traditional
really.
wife?
I was in church
Oh, shamalama ding
constantly.
dong.
I ain't fucking with you. Or the Lord.
Listen,
Or the
how you
Lord.
think I'm
Say
on
it
this
that way.
side? You see what side I'm on.
We see.
I
I
know.
told you
That's
I'm
why
one
I
of
keep
God's
you on that
favorites.
angelic side
That's
because
right. Thank you.
somebody got to pray for me. But go ahead.
And I will. Yeah. In the church. Um, wasn't raised in the church, but met my husband, went to church constantly. Um, and we definitely abided by the laws of God. He was the head, you know, and
So
it,
you
it
were
just
submissive?
very submissive. I am
Get the
still
fuck out!
submissive. I
A
am still
submissive
submissive.
creamy?
Yes, I am. So traditionally, I am still in a relationship. I am very much submissive. Very much submissive. Like my man, what submissive? Dealing with these randos, no. But I am very much submissive to my man. Someone who I'm committed to, wholeheartedly. He gonna get I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
gonna shut up.
But can he tell you to? No, no, no. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But can he say, "Hey, shut the fuck up"?
So I believe if your man is respectable, he gonna be like, so he won't have to tell you to shut up. He won't have to.
mm,
He won't have to.
mm.
Okay. You know when to open your mouth and when not to open up your mouth. Okay. I'm
ladies,
never gonna put my
ladies,
man on
that's
the
a
spot.
bar. You heard what she said. Know
I'm
when
never
to
gonna
open
put
your mouth
shut up.
and when not to open your mouth.
Okay.
That's
Literally.
that's a key to
Figuratively.
happiness.
So I know when to be quiet. Okay. I know when to argue or I'm not an arguer. You know, I debate. We go back and
Right.
forth
Yeah, no, no, no.
here. But
Debate
when
the
it comes to
topic.
my
Yeah.
man, I'm not arguing with my man.
Right.
We're going to have a conversation. Um, and in public, I'm gonna sit beside you, whether you right, wrong, or indifferent.
That's
When we get
old
behind
school.
closed doors,
Yeah. What
baby,
the
you know you was
fuck was you
fucking
thinking?
wrong.
Yeah,
You
you
know you was
dead
wrong.
ass wrong.
Right, but that's behind closed doors. That's how never gonna put my man on the spot like that. Cause he
Did you
mine, I'm sick beside him.
in the last 5 relationships, true relationships, not situationships, in the last 5 true relationships that you've ever had in your life, did any of them provide a soft girl era for you?
My ex husband did. He did. He provided a soft girl era for me. He definitely was the man that made like he took care of the kids. I was able to, do what I did, whether it be work or go get my nails done or
Mhm.
whatever it was. Um, he worked 2, sometimes 3 jobs, and he would literally take maybe $100 out of his checks and give me the check, pay the bills, do this and do that. I
Damn.
made my own money and I didn't have to put out anything. It wasn't all peaches and cream, but like as far as the soft girl era or soft girl life, that is what I picture to be a soft girl life. I'm not saying that every man has to take care of me because I make my own money,
Hmm.
and I just feel like, but you coming in and relieving some of that stress off of me,
Listen,
I appreciate that.
for a nigga to work 2 and 3 jobs and take a little bit of money and then hand you the rest, I say this with all due respect, but your pussy must be fire. So I, I'm just because I could never. I
Don't
could.
do that. Don't say that.
Listen, I'm keeping a buck. What I Alpha Wago. Shit. Insert it. Shit. Package that shit up and mass produce it because I can promise you, ain't a lot of men out here doing that in 2024.
There aren't. But you got to remember, I got married back in 2003. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
different time,
Older? Was he
different
older than you?
about 3 years.
Yeah. 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 See, more
Not much,
mature. But
but
what
no,
I'm
he
saying is,
wasn't. When I met him, he was not mature.
what I'm
He
saying
was
is,
not
he's
mature,
from the 70s, 80s era.
but he still wasn't mature. So when I met him, it was a kind of a thing where as though, hey, you know, I can't even say that.
Did you
He
build him
stuck
up?
around through a lot. I did. I did, but he also was there for me at a time where as though like he stuck beside me. I was pregnant by somebody else, you know?
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
And
Ex-
his sisters might see this and
I-
everything, but yeah, I
oh
was
no, we
pregnant
in it
by
now.
somebody else. I was pregnant by somebody else, but he knew that coming into the
Right.
situation. And we were just friends. We were literally just friends. Like we would hang out together and everything like that. But this man, it was like it's just all kind of unfolded kind of crazy. He was just always there. Like if I had a craving, he was there, and
He
my
took care
child's
of you while you were
father,
pregnant.
he was that type of
That's a
friend.
special kind of nigga.
He was and I know he probably was trying to get in my pants, but
As he
he
should.
was that type of friend. And when me and my child's father did not work out, he was just there. From the time my son came home from the hospital, he was there. Um, and he just stuck in there. I mean, four
See,
years.
as a husband, I I would not claim to have provided a soft life. I know. I know. And this is why I'm saying that. Um, I provided a hustler's life.
Okay.
So my mentality was, let's build an empire. Whatever we got going on, you put your money together with my money and let's just continually build up to it. My wife was not in any way, shape, form, or fashion a domesticated woman. She
Mm,
wanted her own bread. She wanted her own job. She was her own career driven. Very, very. She was not trying to be barefoot and pregnant. That's why we never had kids. Um, we had a joint account all the way up until the final,
mm-hmm.
run of our relationship. But one thing that I always appreciated about her was she was always good with the finances, and that was all I really needed. Let me go ahead
Okay.
on, hustle, do all the other things, and when we spin the block, Kurt, I need this much money. Take it out the account. Kurt, I need that much money. Take it out the account. Money, I ain't going front. I never had, ironically, I never had money issues until
Mm-hmm.
after things ended. Shit. I had what I consider a soft boy era. God damn it. I want to go back
You
to my son.
did.
Like I want to go back to my son. Not that she was providing a soft boy era for me, but I had somebody managing my finances to a point where everything was already taken care of, so I didn't have to think about it, and I could utilize my residual money to do investments and things like that and take care of it. Plus, with her extra supplemental income, things were not as costly, if you will.
Right.
But that kind of spins the block to what we were talking about when we were talking about soft boy, soft girl era, what's allowable,
Mm-hmm.
what's not. We saw a video online where men were talking about a soft boy era. I'm gonna play it and y'all tell me what you think.
The bill comes and I look at it and I say, it was so good to see you and everything. She don't pick up the bill. And she said, oh, you're not going to pay for it? I said, what? Drizzle, I'm not going to pay for anything. That's giving me an ick. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you should be paying for the bill. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I got ready. Like, my suit cost like thousands of dollars. I got ready for you. My cologne cost a couple thousand. Like, I got ready and showed up. Like, I don't know what you're on, but I'm in my soft guy era. Drizzle. So I'm just trying to make sure that you understand that what's happening here is that you need to really put out. I don't know really what you have to offer. You could just say you're broke, but you could just say you're broke because I got a maid, I got a chef, I got an assistant. I don't really need a woman. So if you're broke, you can just say so, But I have to go ahead and block her. I was not going back home with her. If you're in your soft guy era, continue to be in your soft guy era because we are not lowering our standards. We will find someone who would do better.
A lot of time and consideration, I've now decided to enlist and take my talents to the soft guy era. I'm done with the bare minimum. Deal's already done. Contract's been signed. I'm tall, I'm dark-skinned, I'm athletic, and I just can't be giving out this sexy chocolate for free. If you're not putting anything in my hands, I'm not putting anything in you. And on to better news, I've already found myself a provider woman. I got her sending me haircut money. You gotta start small before working your way to those big bills. Next, we're gonna get some gas money, okay? Drizzle.
Drizzle.
First of all, they both need to go back to their whatever era they was in.
that was there was an error. I'm not sure
what it was.
What era they?
Because Drizzle, I ain't feeling it. Neither one of them.
Kreeamy, you're not gonna provide a soft guy era.
I'm waiting.
You're not gonna provide a soft guy era.
Okay, so let's get into it. Not that I won't provide a soft guy era. It's going to be mutual. Okay? I don't mind taking a guy out to eat steak 48 and all that great shit that women be
steak 48
talking about.
What?
And Ocean Prime and all that. I don't mind taking a guy out there. I don't mind. Okay? I don't mind taking a guy on the whole experience. Whereas though, we go out, we may have like massages, and then go out to eat and, and do whatever, I take you to a hotel, it's flowers and balloons and all that great stuff. I don't mind doing none of that for the man that we both are in the process of courting.
I'm listening.
I don't mind doing that.
Wait. You said courting. Niggas don't know what courting mean no more. That's a little bit beyond
courting,
dating.
That's when we are seeking to have a relationship. Okay. We're vibing. I'm into you. You're into me. I see this possibly going somewhere. So I'm courting you. I'm baiting you in. That's what I'm doing. Okay. I don't mind doing any of that. But for you to think that your ugly ass,
why you gotta be ugly? See now, why you gotta be ugly?
I'm sorry. Why are these guys ugly? Okay, why are they ugly? For him to think that his $1,000 suits, which that shit was horrible, and if you could afford $1,000 suit and $1,000 cologne. First of all, what cologne are you wearing? That's $1,000.
I thought the same thing. I was like, what kind of fucking cologne you got? I mean, I'm not saying that there's not high end colognes, but god damn, I'm not spending $1,000 on cologne.
Collectively, you see perfumes in the back. I pay for my own shit.
I smell good as shit with less than $10 when I go down to the Aki. Listen, the oil man, I get 2 turtles and some Muslim oils. I smell pretty goddamn good. I personally think.
Is it the cool water Muslim oil?
No, I actually get the good shit. You know what I mean? Not the fake Akis that just got out of jail and on probation. I'm talking about the real ones. They mix the shit up. Pray with the Quran over. I'm gonna get in trouble.
I don't like oils. They make my allergies go wacky.
Not the shit. You gotta depend. Listen, everything is oil. Shea butter. Even perfumes are made of oils.
Okay.
Like,
I mean,
what
I
is it?
get
Eau
that,
de
but
toilette versus El Perfume and all that other
oh, the
bullshit.
toilet.
El de toilette and all that. Look, I'm a Sauvage nigga, and Sauvage is about $70 a bottle. 70 to
Savage is.
yeah. As a friend once told me, only hoes wear Sauvage. Well,
That's
ho
the
ho
truth.
ho, bitch. Ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho,
Ho
bitch.
ho ho. Bitch. I know that's right.
Hmm, hmm.
You get on my nerves.
I wear Sauvage. And that Sauvage,
Savage is some good whole shit. Okay.
listen, it never steered me wrong. I
At
love
all.
Sauvage because when I walk past,
I
listen,
smelled that on a few of you hoes before.
I listen when you turn back and be like,
From the Leon shits. Okay.
don't go
Drizzle, drizzle.
chasing waterfalls. Li- yes. So I agree with you. If you out here wearing $1,000 suits and you could pay for $1,000 colognes, why do you ever need a woman's money?
The thing is, he said she never picked up the check. She never picked up the check. Now, mind you, I have been on dates, even with hoes, whereas though they don't let you even touch the check. Okay.
I'm that kind of hoe. See, I'm the hoe that don't feel comfortable with a woman money because I hold myself out. I'm a good hoe to me.
You're a good
Listen,
hoe.
I'm my own bottom bitch.
I know that's right. You better
Listen. When
go
I
ahead with
say
your
I
damn
bust
self.
down for me, I bust down. I will hold the shit out of myself on the stroll, make my
Respectfully.
money respectfully. I will make
Okay.
my money for me, and I treat me good. I also,
Mm.
like I said, we were talking about before, I'm very traditional. I do not believe in a woman giving me money, going in her pocket, especially if I invite you out. If I invite you out, you can leave your wallet at home. Now, in a marriage relationship, we will work together as a unit because life does not dictate one income supplementing everything anymore.
That's true. That's true.
Listen, them days
That's
of
true.
my grandpappy and my daddy and my great granddaddy, they one income was enough to take care of everything. That's just not that's not what's popping in 2024.
That's not what it is right now. And understandably, like, that's just what society is today. But you bringing up the fact that that you really don't want nobody paying for you in your little hoish ways. Brings me to another topic.
Oh boy. What's your topic, Tennille?
So I had a conversation with some friends, right? And the conversation led to what men love languages,
Okay.
right? Love
What is it?
languages.
Words
We
of
all know the five
affirmation,
words of
physical touch,
affirmation, gift
gift
giving,
giving.
physical touch. Oh shit, I always
Yeah,
forget the last
I'll
two.
Google it for you. Go ahead, talk, baby. I got you.
So I'm the type of person where so I feel as though, like, for me,
Mhm.
and to if I had to say realistically, all the love languages are mine. Okay, I love them all.
So the
Okay,
five love languages are words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, gifts, and quality time. And
exactly. Acts
I,
of service. Take out my motherfucking trash. Okay, I live on the third floor of an apartment. Take out my trash. I'm good. Okay.
now,
If you
what if
do
he
the
doesn't live
dishes,
in the house? Should he come over and take your trash out?
um, if he's there, so I feel like if you're there on trash day, which trash day is on Tuesday mornings, they usually come
Okay, so
between
you make sure to
5 and
bring him over for
7.
dinner and fuck him on Tuesday.
So
Got it.
if
You ain't
you here
slick.
on Monday night, you
Ah!
know, you here on Monday night, I cook you a nice meal after I get off of work, and Tuesday morning while I'm going out, because Tuesday mornings are the days I go to the office.
Mhm.
So if we're leaving out in the morning, just grab the trash. I'm like, I got this for
Do
you,
you want to
babe.
tell him to grab the trash, or are you more impressed when he does it on his own?
So if he doesn't know that trash day is Tuesday, I'm just going to I'm put it out there like, oh shoot, I got to take the trash out. Trash day is today.
Mhm.
Take the trash out to the curb before I go. Now if he does not, don't touch that trash. Don't, I got it. he got a problem. We got a problem. But if he says, if he grabs the trash, or even if I bring it from the kitchen to the door, but if he grabs the trash and takes it down, nigga, I might give you some head in the car before we leave. Okay.
When's your trash day again?
Shut up. At the service, right? But that's just my thing. Like, so I hate taking the trash out. I don't care what it is. I hate taking the trash out, and I hate folding clothes. I don't ask for much. I do everything else, but I hate folding clothes. If I wash them, fold them, or vice versa. You wash them, I'll fold them. I'm kind of give or take or whatever.
Okay.
But I'm about all the 5 love languages. So I like gift giving. I am a person who loves to give. If I know that I'm walking in the mall and it's something that I'm like, oh shit, say Kurt, something I see. Oh my God, Kurt would really be into this,
Mm-hmm. You will buy me that gift?
I'm gonna grab it because, I'm thinking about you at that time. And for me to think about you and not pick up something that I think will mean something to you, it will weigh on my conscience.
I think it's consideration. What you're saying is being considerate.
Yeah, but everybody don't take it as being considerate. So we had this conversation
right.
when it came to gift giving and things like that. And the guys basically said that gift giving wasn't their thing. Like if,
right.
it's not a big thing. Like, okay, if you see things, it's
most
not something.
Picks physical. What is it? Physical touch and I think quality time is the number one.
Of course, physical touch and quality time. Why is it physical touch and quality time?
Because I'm trying to get my dick sucked. That's
you can get shit. You're in the presence of that female. You seeing titties, ass, and whatever else you're interested in, right? And also, you get to touch on her. Physical touch. Whether you cuddling, dick hard on the butt.
Right. Spooning, all that shit.
Spooning, neck kissing. That leads to what?
Me getting my yes. Yep.
So
good old fashioned
it
sinning.
just makes it really manly for you guys to be into physical touch and fucking in quality time.
Okay, so we're talking about love languages. Number one, I don't really subscribe to love languages. I think the whole shit's stupid because here's my thing. I come from a very religious upbringing. Love is very acutely defined in the Bible. I'm not trying to get biblical on it.
No, it's not wrong with that.
I know you for you, but I'm a hoe now, so I'm not. I let God be God, and I be over here writing in the fiery pits.
Let's go.
But what I'm saying is, love cannot be surmised in 5 tenets, no matter how much you want to. So that's why I appreciate you saying I'm all 5. For someone to say my main love language, yes, you have some things that are more important than others, but let you be lacking in the other 4 and overcompensating in one, you will absolutely notice the difference. If somebody gives you all the quality time, but they never affirm you, they never support you verbally, if they're constantly talking negatively, you're not going to want them around you. That's not that quality time don't mean shit. Or what's worse, if you're spending an immense amount of quality time with a person and they never touch you. Could you imagine that? Yeah. Could you imagine a motherfucker being around you all the time and they never listen? You better put that dusty ass ankle better touch mine when we sitting there canoodling in the bed.
I don't know canoodling. Where the fuck you go?
I'm just saying, while we canoodled up, I want that one gnarled toe to touch mine. I'm just saying, you better come and put your head on my left titty, or let me put my head on yours. Somebody titty is getting compressed with a cheek, one way or the other. I'm just saying, it's got to work one way or the other. What's the point of having gifts if you only give them all the time that you fuck up?
That's hard.
What's the point of having acts of service when you do all the things, but you do not pour into me emotionally, mentally?
Come on now.
Financially?
That shit.
So what I'm saying is, I think we need to put the whole 5 love languages thing to bed. The shit's dumb, and it was made up by some random white boy.
I knew you was gonna say that shit. Yeah. How knew you were gonna say that shit?
I'm just saying, like, At one point in my life, I was a very staunch servant of God and a minister. I spent many, many times sitting with couples, giving advice that maybe I should or shouldn't have been given. But what I will say is the one thing that I know about love, the one thing I know about love, the one thing I can fucking say unequivocally about love is that it sacrifices. Whatever that
Okay.
sacrifice is, it doesn't matter what it is. One of the truest indications of love is the willingness to sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really about the money. It's about my willingness to sacrifice from my storehouse to pour into yours in a time of need. Not when you have a surplus and I add to your surplus. See that
Shut up. Shut up.
y'all
Shut
don't
up.
hear me. What I because I had this is my problem with the soft girl era. To make a soft girl means that she will not be strong when the storm comes. You got to understand, like scripture
That's why you
says
can't completely be soft.
that.
You
So
cannot.
again, this is why we about to get into this shit.
Oh,
We fuck up. Men fuck up by thinking I need to provide this all-encompassing soft life. Then when you are unable to provide, how is she able to take up the slack that you leave behind if you're working as a threefold cord in a unit? As a unit,
up.
remember, God, see.
Here you go. Don't start preaching.
Yo, listen.
Don't you start preaching.
God,
Uh,
it is proven that a threefold cord is not easily broken. But for each cord in that slack to be a viable source of strength, each one has to meet the energy of the other three. Now,
don't start this shit.
I'm trying not to because I'm
Don't
about to
start
start
this shit.
I go right into my
Don't start it.
sermons.
Don't start it.
What I'm saying is, Kreeamy, you're a strong woman. If I'm a strong man and we put our strength together and we have a unifying bond in the middle, whether it be God, the universe, whatever you subscribe to,
Mm-hmm.
then that's what's
Okay.
considered building your foundation on the rock bass, so that when the
Don't
storms
start
of
this shit.
tribulation come, your home is not easily blown over. But too often, people have transactional love. And I don't have a problem with, listen, I told you I'm a good hoe. I don't mind transactional love. I do not mind transactional love because I feel like
Of course you don't.
transactional love is
I
very
hear you.
simplistic to my Virgo brain. I understand that you give me this and I provide that, and we keep in our lanes, and that is we are not to go or deviate out of that. Now, a lot of you motherfuckers operate on I'm just saying, a lot of people are operating on transactional love and calling it real love,
Yeah.
which isn't true. I'm just saying, if you're out here and you're doing your best to try to provide this overly soft life for this woman, that means that you're constantly on go and hard all the time. So then when do you get to soften up and have the opportunity? That's why men are bucking against the system and now trying to have women provide them a soft life, which again is wild to me, because who the hell wants to have a soft life provided by a woman? At least not no men that I deal with. I know traditionally most men take on the responsibility of providing, being the provider. That's one of the things that they learn, even when they have no childhood example of a man providing. They see it in movies and television. They see the TV dad, or they hear about what a good man is, or women have no problem telling men and how they can be good men, even though they're not men. I'll leave that for a conversation for another day. But one of the main things that men are not burdened with, but they're pressured to be these providers of soft life. I myself, I don't believe in it. Provide your own soft life, ladies. And when my co-host called me back, she can either confirm or deny her feelings on the situation. But why should I provide something for you that you can't provide for yourself? How does that make sense? I hear women talk about all the time. I want a man to come in and give me a soft life. Who said that you were ever be entitled to that? Who said that you are entitled to a soft life that you don't personally provide for yourself? Creamy, tell me, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like a woman who seeks a man to provide a soft life, even though she can't? I'm not talking about the women who can and choose different. I'm talking about if she has yet to ever give any indication that she could provide her own soft life, does she have a right to ask that of a man?
I'm uh I'm like, not I'm not the best person to ask for this, because I feel like it depends on how that person was raised up. If that's what they saw, that their mother was provided, and maybe she didn't provide that for herself, but the male figure in their life did provide that for their mother or whoever they saw coming up, they will feel like they're entitled to that.
Agreed.
That's what they'll see. Now, in a different dynamic, I'm raised by a single mother, you know? So my mom taught me, whatever you have, get it. She was that mother that was like, get your own account, don't do joint accounts and things like that. And I totally was like, fuck that. Like, I'm doing
Right.
joint accounts. That's my husband. This is what it is. But as far as like now being single,
Did her
and
advice become beneficial at one point in life? What in the end was she right?
no,
Okay. All right. I like
no.
that.
So
I
I,
like to hear
I
that.
I'll say no, because I did do the joint accounts and things like that. I didn't have a separate nothing from my husband. I
Mhm.
felt like everything that was mine was his was mine, even though he didn't ask for much from me. Um, but
Mm,
like
mm, mm.
leaving, I didn't ask for nothing. I didn't expect anything from him, but to take care of the children that we bear together. That was it. But single life now, single me now at my big age, it still wouldn't be beneficial. I think I would still go back to the, hey, if we're married, we're getting that joint account.
Hmm.
And the male might think differently these days, because I see that men are on the lines of where they're just like, ain't none of that shit. Like, I'm gonna have my
Now
own shit.
I'll say for me at my big
For
age now, don't start your shit. I'll be 42 this
hey,
August. If I would,
ooh,
first of all, I never want to get married again. That's first and foremost. That
you
is the first.
crazy as hell.
That's the first thing that popped in my mind. I never want to get married again. But I know me. I'm a romantic at heart, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a cold fucking world, and it ain't a world meant for romantics. So I do not give that to everyone.
You
I
a
get
lie. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't give that to everyone. If I were to ever be married again, then that means I'm all in. You don't half-ass marriage. You can't half-ass marriage. It
You
doesn't
can't.
work if you do. So
No.
my religious background dictates to me that if I have gotten to the point that I want to call this woman my wife, the two will become one flesh. That means what's mine is hers and hers is mine. That means, yes, we have joint accounts. We also have separate accounts, but we also have a joint account.
That part.
We do things in unison. Yes, I'll do matching outfits occasionally, as long as I don't look like no
That's
nut
what I'm
ass
talking
nigga.
about.
Here you go.
The sweatsuits with the
Just
with
every
the
so often.
ones.
It'd be dope to be that old ass couple. Be like, come on, baby. Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean,
I
I get it.
want.
I
I
get it.
want that corny shit. Like, I want that corny shit. I want to be able to dress alike. even if we're not dressed in the same outfit, where we're in the same colors. Like when I go out with my man, if I want you to match, I want you to match my fly,
I get
right?
it. You got to have somebody that matches the energy. My problem is I'm not monogamous, so there therein lies
To
the.
who? For who?
I'm not I'm not monogamous, so therein lies my issue. I'm already in an unconventional space,
What
but
space are you in? Let's talk about it.
oh, that's
Let's tell the world because so
that's
people know who you are on your page and know what type of
wow.
dynamic you have on your page. So let's explore that and let's open that up to the viewers that are coming from my page. Who are you? What is your dynamic? Your overall.
So this nigga here, boy, I tell you,
I know.
you
I'm
gonna
asking the
put me,
questions. You ain't even expect
yeah,
that.
yeah. And the more I drink, the more honest I'll get.
Mm-hmm.
I am what would be considered ambiamorous or an ethical non-monogamist. I am not on what's considered a relationship escalator, which basically means I can be in an emotional, sexual, and physical relationship with an individual and not have the necessity of having statuses and titles within that person's life. I do not need to be your boyfriend. I do not need to be your nigga. I don't need to be your husband. I don't need to be your twin flame, none of that other bullshit. We can absolutely kick it with no problem. And I will stay in my fucking lane. I tell people all the time, I am the best side nigga you didn't know you needed.
Now, do everybody know that about you?
I say that as my precursor to anybody.
That's your disclaimer.
That's what listen. I when I say if I can get I'm gonna get that shit on the t-shirt. Warning. This nigga is gonna fucking ruin your life. Primarily because as one person has described it, um I have fuckboy tendencies with husband vibes.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Just knowing who you are and getting to know you over time, you definitely do. You do.
But it's the duality of a person, right? No person is any one thing. People are creatures of habit, but
Mm-hmm.
also I am in this supreme explorative phase where in my mind I am opening myself up to a multitude of things that I normally would not have. So in my opinion, the divorce rate is over 60% something. I'm not saying I do not respect the sanctity and the regality of marriage. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I love listen, if you find somebody that could be your one person and that is the one person that you can spend the rest of your life with, god damn, that's a beautiful fucking thing. Also, that shit's going to end. Statistically, it's going to end and it's going to go in flames. It's going to be bad. Yeah, the days of me and your mama and daddy did 60, 70 years together and she died and she was the best thing that ever happened to me. You don't hear that shit no more. Stop that. Get out of your fucking delusions. You are
I hate
blessed.
you so much.
I'm just keeping it a buck. Stop
That's
that.
who you are. I'm
No,
not mad at you.
no, women have these fairy tale delusions of what they see on television and whatnot. And men been operating in this space of reality for a long time. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead on do what I do and do what I need to do and say what I need to say to get what I need to get, and
And
then
that's the fucking truth.
build this fantasy up and dip. And
Dip. Shut
and dip.
up.
I'm just keeping it buck. And women have enjoyed La La Land. The fucked up part of the game is women got hip to the shit. And then they
Let's
said,
talk about it.
said
Let's talk
women that got
about
hip,
it.
listen, women got hip to the shit and was like, oh, you niggas play games? Let's flip flop this motherfucker. I'm fucking him, 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 him,
Okay.
if I
Okay.
choose to. But
Okay. Okay.
go ahead, Cream.
Okay. That we're gonna get on it. We're gonna get on it, right? So men can do one thing, but then when a woman turns around and do the same thing that the man does, it's a problem, right?
Depends upon the
What's the
man.
saying?
Depend.
It, de- it
It's
depends upon the man, okay? But a lot of men proclaim to be out here saying, okay, we just fucking. right?
They never stay in that lane. And you's
We
a
just
fool if you
fucking.
think you could stay in it.
We just fucking, right? Men. So I think I explained this to you before. I have a problem when someone takes my option away. Okay. So when we're getting to know each other, if you just want to fuck, just say you just want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? I may just want to fuck
Too
too.
right, yeah.
Okay. Guess what? We can just be fucking, and there won't be no feelings.
And
For
but you
because
gotta
guess what?
but you gotta keep the lanes. That's the
You
thing.
have to. So you have to keep the lanes. You know where niggas getting messed up?
They start swerving.
When they switch lanes.
It starts
And now you fucking. You don't want nobody fucking with you fucking. So
Yeah.
now there's an issue.
Well, hold on. So
Ah.
to that point, here's the thing. I call that power dynamics, right?
Okay.
If I'm laying pipe, and I mean I'm laying pipe, and I know that I'm turning this woman out, then I am instilling a power dynamic. That's the reason why men like being providers, because now I am the head of the power dynamic. I can dictate and keep a certain dictate a certain level of control. It's not that men can't handle it. Men just don't like not being in control.
You sure he can handle it?
Here's the caveat to men. Most men wouldn't give a fuck if you was fucking and they never found out, because it's really not the fear of you giving away the pussy, it's the fear of the pussy never coming back to you. No, men are naturally competitive. They never want to feel another man is topping what they doing, because every nigga feel like he got the best dick in the world.
I heard that though recently. I heard
Steer you wrong.
that was a
This
thing.
is why this is pillow talk. I ain't gonna steer you wrong.
I heard that was a thing. I had a conversation, and the person basically said that they didn't care if I told them that I was fucking somebody else, or I was dealing with somebody else, or whatever the dynamic was. If I told them that, they would just try to one up them.
Right.
Like, yo, like
now I
it
gotta
is what
fuck.
it is.
I gotta
like
fuck
now I
it
gotta
back
fuck
in
you
shape.
harder, and now I gotta do this and I gotta do that. You know, to make you know that I'm top tier.
Right.
You know, you always want to come back there. So the thing about me is, I've never been dickmatized. I don't even know what dickmatized is.
You never had a person bring about an emotional response from sex?
I mean, emotions come with sex, period. But I've never been where as though, you know how these bitches be out here acting crazy over this one dick.
No,
I've
I don't
never.
know anything about that.
Okay, so I'm sure you heard it because clearly you've been on the
I
receiving
don't know
end.
what you're talking about.
You
But
know
go
what
ahead.
the fuck I'm talking about. We talk about it all the time. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, don't play dumb. Okay,
Continue.
I have never.
I'm
I
gonna need
don't
more
think I've
liquor.
ever been on at the point where as though I have been like really crazy over. So I feel like this is my mentality, and I've been called a nigga several times, but
You's a nigga. You got nigga tendencies.
tendencies, right? But I just feel like there's no dick out there that can have me really going crazy. I mean, dick is good,
Right.
but I also have pussy too, and pussy
But
is
that
good too.
wait a minute, say that
It's
again.
just like, no, I'm not gonna say it again.
You know, say that again, but say it slow and lick your lips when you do it. I'm sorry.
What's the part? I said dick is good,
Because your dad might watch it. I don't want no problems.
and nonetheless, pussy is good too. But
Right.
but you know, I have never encountered dick or pussy that has had me where so I just been crazy. You
Right.
know,
Because
or I just
you
like
got a
I gotta
stable
have it, I
sense of
gotta have it,
self.
I gotta have it, I gotta have it. Nobody else can have it. I gotta have it. Like the day that I encounter that, we get married.
You can't, you ain't letting him go.
There will be no other dicks before you. Okay.
I don't know how I felt about you using the scripture for that one, but you know what? Let me go ahead on and make this switch. All right.
So yes. So I feel like, the day that I encounter it's gonna be like, okay, that's it, it's over, the game is over.
Do you believe that person is out there?
No.
I don't know if that
I just
exists.
don't put a person's sexual organs on a pedestal. I don't think. I think if anything that's going to win me over is going to be their personality. I'm really big on personality. You really gotta have me like on a phone, kiki it all day. Like I just want to be on the phone with you all day. I just want to talk about everything to you all day. That's what's going to get
So
me.
I
Like,
appreciate you saying that. For me, it's the opposite because I'm a linguist. I'm a communicator. So talking
a
all day is
cunnilingus, cunnilingus. We did this the first episode. We don't want to
we're
do
not
this the
gonna do this
third.
again.
Okay.
Can I sit in silence with you and still be happy? Can I be in your space and never say a fucking word and it still be just as meaningful and insightful as if we had talked for hours? There are a few people who I can be in their space, be on that phone, be in person, and be okay in dead silence and still be like, I love this. I love this for us. So for me, it's the opposite. Can I be quiet? But
And you not think there's nothing wrong.
right,
Like you don't
exactly.
think I'm mad about nothing.
You know how niggas feel like they gotta say something.
Right. No, you don't have to say shit. Shut up. Silence is golden sometimes, my
So,
nigga.
and sometimes you do better by shutting the fuck up, so you don't say dumb shit. Maybe they'll get some pussy.
Shut the fuck.
I'm already look. I'm already halfway through this motherfucker.
That's like a fucking canteen in the
Yeah,
army.
I'm doing a lot
Goddamn
over
it.
here.
That's all right. I'm still walking my wine. We good. We
So
good.
so like again, for me, I'm not a traditionalist. I'm not a traditionalist in any form anymore. I used to be very traditional,
Mm-hmm.
like really conform, really conservative, very traditional. I never had any moments of infidelity in my marriage. My marriage ended because I cheated emotionally with another woman, and she had
Which
every
is
right. She had
mhm.
every right to believe something physical had happened, even though it did not, which ended my then marriage. I take full accountability for that. I do not hold that against her. The shit she did after that, God bless her. That's between her and God. But
That's her business though.
that,
You
yeah,
know?
listen, you can't be mad at the person at the person who was victimized, how they react.
Mm-hmm.
So I eat that. Now, with that being said, though, marriage has absolutely fucking jaded me, and I have had the benefit of having a few relationships, situationships, friends with benefits, connections, acquaintances. I won't get into
The
the
list goes on.
it's a long list. What
It
I'm
seemed like it. I was just sitting here
what I'm
twiddling my
saying
thumbs,
is
like,
I've had
okay.
some experiences because I was married at 27 years old, and then shit didn't really officially fucking end until I was like 36, 37.
Yeah. I was
And
married
even
at
yeah.
23.
See, and when you're married that young in your 20s, that's your life. That's what you know. And all I knew was being a husband. So now mind you, I always been a hoe. I always been I don't like the way you turn. I always been a person who truly believed that I want all the love. I want all the love that I can assimilate into my poor little.
That was your religion though.
Yeah, and I mean I came up in a very conservative faith, but even with that, that conservatism only kept what was already in me in check. When I walked
Mm-hmm.
away from that, then it was just, oh, I can evolve into my purest form. And my purest form is ever evolving.
It's who we see in front of us
For now.
now.
For now.
You
Because
know.
guess what? 2-3 years, might be somebody totally different. People who know me then as a husband and see me now have no clue how the fuck this happened. Like literally, they're like, how? Kurt, that was not you. If I showed you pictures of who I was then versus who I am now,
That's awesome.
yeah, between the tattoos, piercings, life, the way I
Who the
talk,
fuck
my
are you?
vernacular, the way I articulate myself. But the best part about it is when this person that presents before you now and people see glimpses of my former life. Like somebody be like, yeah, I see where you could have been a pastor. Or yeah, I see where you could have been a husband. When you're laying there and you just laid the best pipe of your fucking life, and she's sitting there quivering, and she's trying to gather her breath because obviously she's still leaking, and she's not quite sure how you did what you did. And then you sit there, you slide in next to her, get your body warmth, your skin on skin contact, and you pull her into you. And then you ever so gently lay the covers over her while you pull her into you, and you kiss her on her forehead and be like, just relax. That level of intimacy with the intensity of sex, that's husband shit. And that's why it's a problem.
That you just described all the way whole shit.
That
And I
ain't
didn't know how to feel about that. I didn't know how to feel about that.
what? What's wrong? Like, because so like my OG used to always tell me, he was like, Kurt, what's wrong with you is you always you put your whole dick in them. You don't put your whole dick in them. You fuck them, you duck
No,
them,
give
you
it
send
all
them on your way.
to him. That's right.
But see, that's that. I don't believe in that. Like, no, I'm a
You
poor.
be doing too much. That's why I told you before. You be pressing the crazy button on these bitches. For some reason, somewhere up in there, it's like boom, 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 and you just keep tapping.
Because why would I go into this to do a half-ass job?
Why would you want to give up?
See, okay, now that I'm glad this is evolving to a better. Why would a nigga go in to do a half-ass job? I should hit that crazy button.
I'm not telling you to do a half-ass job. What I'm saying to you is if you know that whatever button you're tapping, whatever place you're taking them to, is sending them to fucking crazy la la land, and now you got voice messages and
I
voice
don't know if it's
memos
crazy. I just
and
know I'm
everything
tapping the
else,
right
and
button.
screenshots and shit like that coming to your DM. There's a problem. Okay?
Let me explain.
There's a problem.
Let me explain.
I don't want you to explain nothing. You don't have to explain anything. The thing is, me being who I am, I'm not gonna give you 100. I may give you 100%. These niggas.
You out here
I
giving
may,
out C grade pussy? I don't believe it. Creamy, I know you. You're not giving out C grade pussy because you don't want. It's no way in the world that you're gonna allow a nigga to be like, it was meh.
yeah, man.
Yeah, right. Nobody's
I
gonna be
want
like,
them to. I want them to.
your
I want
fucking
them
name
to
is
have
Creamy.
that. You know why my name is Creamy? You want?
I love that you blush. I love. There are not too many times that you be speechless, but please, by all means, regale me.
This is the question that everybody asks: like, why do they call you Creamy?
Why do they call you Creamy?
I mean, we're not going to go into that.
Oh, now you don't want to go into it
because I feel like, so it took some exploring myself, and I realized that there are some creamers and there are some squirters, and
you're one of the creamers.
Yeah.
So you froth.
Or like, don't damn, I be watching this.
No, please tell your dad. Tell your dad skip over episode 3. Pop.
At Birch okay.
Hold on, let me just say this to any of our parents. Mama, I know you raised me better than this, and to Creamy's father, just know with the utmost respect, we like to have honest and genuine conversations. So if we're talking about how frothy her vagina is, it is simply for entertainment purposes and content and not indicative of her actual life.
Yeah, this is don't have nothing to do with my actual life. Why would this have something to do with my actual life? But nonetheless, there it is. I'm not giving it all to everybody though. I feel like you be doing the most just from just from our candid conversations. I feel like you do the most, and I'm not doing the most. I'm not doing it.
So
I'm giving out mediocre.
I do not believe that. I
I
don't.
am fucking giving out mediocre because anything I give is going to be my best, regardless of whether it's like shit, mediocre, or like top tier. You're not going to know the fucking difference, especially
So it's
if
all
you
good. Is what you're telling me. You telling me what you're saying is my low effort is your best.
you can't give it to everybody. It's like so. I feel like this is going to be raw. I feel like this is so raw.
Yeah, Creamy. Tell me about how you should give mid-tier pussy, but for most niggas, it's top tier because they don't know no better. But then you run into a nigga like me that knows what top tier pussy feels like. So then I'm looking at you like,
Do you really know what top tier pussy feel like?
baby.
Do you really?
Oh,
Really?
I am well aware of what the difference is
I'm
between ground
sure.
chuck and filet mignon.
I caught myself like, hold on a minute.
Yeah, because it wasn't. I didn't
I was
say.
hungry.
I
You know,
didn't
I was
say filet
hungry.
mignon. I said filet mignon.
Yeah, I was hungry for a
That-
second. I was
yeah,
like, oh wait, I ain't eat tonight. I need a steak.
yeah.
You
You
know,
want
it
a
is
little
what it
meat?
is. Shut the fuck up, Kurt.
I
It's
just.
okay.
Hey, what? What? I said you wanted a little meat. Just a little
I
meat.
don't. I don't want no
Top
meat.
tier quality meat.
So disclaimer: this old bitch is going through perimenopause. I don't need meat all the time.
No, you don't.
Okay,
But sometimes you need that red meat to replenish
just
the red blood
blow on me.
cells.
I'm good.
Damn. That's all it take now? Just blow on you and you gonna bust. Listen.
Why do I hate you so? Why are we even having this conversation?
Because
Why?
this is the shit that this is why we started doing this podcast, because these are the conversations that we would have, and we're like, yo, somebody needs to
They
watch
don't
this
even
shit.
know. Like, they don't know. It gets deep.
I ain't gonna front. Like, I'm 40, like you said, 41. I'm good for maybe 3 rounds now. When I was a young man, we could do 10, 11. What 3 good rounds is top tier for me. But the difference is, see, here's the best part about here's the best part about being older. I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm more experienced. Don't take me long to get you where you need to be. In an hour's time, I can bring you to ecstasy 3 times minimum and send you on your way.
Okay, so I feel like you slacked on who you are fully.
How so?
Why can you bring someone to where they need to be in an hour's time? Besides being always get your fucking term and being
And be amorous or ethically
whatever.
non-monogamous. Well,
There we go.
I'm not sure what you think I'm missing out on saying.
What else? What else?
What's
your other title? What's your other title?
What you talking about, poly?
No, I'm not even talking about poly. I mean, but
No,
what's your other title?
help me, because I'm drinking now and I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
You are a gentleman. What?
You know, I didn't even, you know what the funny thing is? We didn't even get into that, and I did not even think about that in this conversation, so I wouldn't have came up with it. But I appreciate you bringing that up.
I'm gonna say all your business tonight.
Listen, my mouth started watering. That's the problem. I am what's considered a pleasure dom. I am a gentleman dom. I'm not going to get into DS and dom sub relationships and dynamics, but I gain pleasure. My kink is in giving pleasure to a person. I gain pleasure by giving pleasure. So I learn a body. a person, the buttons, the things that set that shit off relatively quickly. It's my mutant power. Call me a fucking X-Man. And listen, I've been bald headed, black and fat for a long fucking time. But
I
if
hate you
anybody,
for that.
I'm just saying, there's a reason why they spin the block on the kid. I am not the most aesthetically pleasing person, but what I will tell you is, if you give me an opportunity to love you like you should be loved, I absolutely would give you the power to side eye every nigga that come after me. Primarily because I understand that true lovemaking, physical intimacy starts at the brain, especially for women. It's in the conversation, it's in the connection, it's in the energy, it's in how she perceives you. If you are strength personified in her mind, you have no problem telling her to, hey, take them fucking clothes off and watch them panties come down with the weight of her moisture. She won't even need to touch them. I'm just saying.
You didn't
So
have to make your voice go deep on that part.
I had to use the
They
bathroom.
got it.
That's it. But that's the thing. It's my creativity. It's who I am as a person. So at the end of the day, yes, trying to provide pleasure for those who connect with me is a very big deal to me. But that's why it also makes relationships very hard to me, because I'm not exclusive to any one person. Like, if somebody could make me exclusive, that would, to me, not be true to who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And my lack of exclusivity has nothing to do with the level of how I love an individual, because I could give my body to the masses and still be like, but my heart and my love is reserved for you. Many women don't accept that. I can tell you that right now. I
They don't.
Nah. I listen. I already know what it's hitting for. I have resigned myself to a life of bachelorism, and that's why I'm not providing no fucking soft lights for none of these niggas, because it's no point. Nobody wants to wife up the you know what I mean. And I'm okay with being who I am. Now, you talking all this shit about me? Get
I'm nobody.
the Creamy. And I'm not even going to do. All I'm gonna say is, Creamy, I know for a fact you don't want an established relationship right now. But why?
I hate you for this.
No, as a matter of fact, if I can, I tag all your hoes in it. Like, hey, niggas, this is why you can't get up. You can't get past second base. Here's why. No, yeah, we here now, nigga. You want to tell all my business going on? Creamy, why can't these niggas?
Put the cup down. Put the cup down.
Why these niggas can't get past second base? Here, I'll make you feel better. Hold on. I'll put you back in heaven. Go ahead. There you go.
I just don't. So at this point in my life, I feel like no one is really 100%. I'm really on my journey of getting to know who I am, and what I exude. My career is kind of top tier right now. And what I want, no one, I can't find that right person to give it to me. Like, everything in a whole. Not saying that I'm supposed to have everything that I want, all the pieces, because you'll never get all the pieces. You gotta work towards all that. But I feel like men are always going to tell me they're not why they can't hold up to this certain standard, which this standard that they have that they feel as though I want is like baffling to me because I'm like, yo, if I'm seeking you, then that's what it
Right.
is. But they just feel like they're just not holding up to what that standard is. That's really I just can't. I
You're doing a lot of stuttering, a lot of hemming and hawing. I'm just
I don't know. I have
no
not
nigga.
committed to anyone. I have not committed to anyone because they bullshit, and that's just what it is.
Do you
I'm
have your
sorry.
own bullshit?
Mm, I do, but
So
I
so
hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
hmm,
You asked me a question, and I'm about to answer it. I have my own bullshit, but I also hold myself accountable to my bullshit, and I'm very upfront and honest about my bullshit. Okay, I know what it is that I'm looking for, but I also know what it is I'm not ready for. And that's crazy. It's kind of fucked you up with that. I see your face. I know what I'm not ready for. So,
okay. I
even
respect
though
that.
you come with all of these things, I just may not be ready for them, and that just comes in with like time with my work because I've been so used to having a certain dynamic
So
in my
is it
life.
really their bullshit or the fact that you're not prepared to deal with anybody else's bullshit but your own?
I don't want to deal with nobody else's bullshit by my own.
Well, then you're absolutely not ready for a relationship because dealing with I'm just saying, a relationship literally is defined as dealing with somebody else's bullshit.
That's true. That's true. I just feel like no one has been at that point where as though I'm willing to take their bullshit in mine.
So
Let's say it
nobody
like that.
nobody has made themselves worthy enough for you to sacrifice for them.
Because if they did, I would be more than willing to take on their bullshit and mine. As long as they're willing to take on my bullshit at the same time.
I respect that. I
You know?
how I respect the fuck out of that. And if most women had that level of honesty in that, and that's kind of the precursor that I give to most people. I'm hustling. I actually my disclaimer to most women is you won't even be third or fourth on my priority list. First is my business, second is my hustle, third is me, fourth is my family and whatnot that I have my responsibilities, and then
Mm-hmm.
you. And I feel like in saying that, it sets the barometer for expectation. Beat men, y'all not gonna do it. I know you're not gonna do it because a lot of you niggas don't get pussy regularly. You have to lie to get it. I get it. I'm not hating on you, but no, but even pretty niggas will lie to get pussy because they
I
have
don't even
no.
like pretty niggas.
But
I don't like ugly niggas either.
so six on one hand, half a dozen on the other. I think they're the same person because neither one of
They
them.
are.
Yeah, they don't really need to develop a personality. Either you're so ugly that you don't expect somebody to come get you, so you don't learn to have a personality, or you're so pretty and pussy come to you so regularly, you don't learn to develop a personality. Nigga like me, who is,
I hate you. Don't do that while I'm ever drinking again.
I'm just saying, look, the marginally attractive niggas, like the niggas that could be middle of the road, I could bring them home to mama, but yeah, goddamn, I know that he ain't the best looking nigga in the world. So people like me have to develop personalities. I always grew up thinking I I'm not aesthetically what most people would gravitate to. Also, I love attention.
You do.
I
You are
love
attention seeking whore ass
fuck
nigga.
you.
I
I'm not.
swear. I swear to
Um,
goodness gracious.
I am
You
not
are.
attention seeking. I am a marketer.
But men believe that I am attention seeking as well.
And
So
and do you do it to attention seek?
no, I don't. So
Ah,
no, but the thing is, you ain't let me finish. I
well,
am
finish,
totally
nigga.
on a scale to where you at. It's just like, even though people may think this, it's not what we're seeking. So
That-
it's like
That's my point. If you call me an attention-seeking whore, I'm just not going to refute it. I'm just not going to argue with you. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is.
You
Nine
were
times out of
watching
10,
too, right? Were they not watching too?
that's all. You see what I said? Do you look at my pictures? I do for
Don't
me.
nobody watch some fucking pictures.
That's a lie. Listen, I do for me. I have learned to take my insecurities and turn them into my best qualities. And I have no problem being naked in front of the world and saying, fuck you. This is who I am.
I love that for you.
That it's the only way that I am able to do what I need to do, because I am truly a believer in you have to give less fucks. Stop caring about what the motherfucking people opinions are. When you start giving less fucks, your life gets immensely better. Stop giving
That's
advice.
it.
Yo, stop giving that fucking advice. Stop trying to worry about what somebody's saying about you. Oh, Kurt's a hoe. Yup. Yeah. Yo, Kurt ain't shit. Yup. Yeah, no, you should
And
believe that. Yo,
all
I
of
heard Kurt
that.
did this. I heard Kurt did. Kurt's a liar. Kurt's a cheater. Kurt's toxic. You're absolutely fucking right. Stay away from me. Please do. Because the people who
Kurt, you're a liar.
gravitate to
If
you
you taking another sip for me.
had to wet my palate. The people who stick with you through the bullshit, that's the motherfuckers I gravitate to.
That part.
Oh, you heard that about me and you still here? Yeah, Kurt. I either I didn't believe it or I accept it. Say less. And then my circle gets smaller but stronger. Wild.
Hello.
So I don't mind keeping a small circle of people who actually know me. And with me and Kreeamy, we're doing this podcast thing and in a sense entertaining the entertainment world. As you already know, motherfuckers gonna have a lot to say about you regardless.
A lot of
Kreeamy,
opinions.
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure you heard 101 rumors about you.
Oh, of course. Not only is this podcast thing, but I was in the what they call the motorcycle world, and which a lot of rumors go around there, and if you like it, I love it.
I I love that saying, because at the end of the day, whatever you think about me is what you think about me. I'm not put on this earth to change your mind about me.
Hello.
And to devote that energy to impressing people or changing people's mind, I ain't got it. Look, I told y'all I only got 1.5 good rounds. What made you think I'm trying to fuck y'all over? I can't.
Opinions are like assholes, and you know what I say about assholes.
Everybody got them. Oh, no, that.
Well, get me fucked, okay?
Oh, I don't feel like that was I don't feel like that was the saying, but that still works.
Is that not the saying?
No, it's opinions are like assholes. Everybody got them, and they all stink. But okay,
assholes stink because
well, not mine.
Niggas just ass. That niggas ass.
I use that Bronner's experiment.
Don't nobody asks you what
that
you
Bronner's
peppermint.
Listen,
make you feel like you got
my stinky wink be feeling like a cool mint peppermint patty. Listen, I don't give a fuck, niggas. If you not using Sauvage and putting Bronner's peppermint on your booty hole, look, cause if you fucking from behind, your ass cheeks spread, and I want to make sure that nothing but mint come out of that.
It's in the air, right?
Yeah, right. Thank you. Who wants to have a doodle crust? Never mind. I'm not doing this.
You know fucking what? I don't want doodle crumbs being anywhere. I need for you to calm the fuck down, because this is not what this is about. Okay.
All I'm saying is, wash your ass. Mind your business. Mind your ass. Mind your business and hydrate. That's all we want.
Mind the business that fucking pays
you.
That's what it is. Not the doodle sink in the fucking air though.
You ever smell like Buddhist?
I have never.
You ain't never fucked nobody in the stink.
I felt
to the room stink.
No. I feel like if you're going to enter that zone, that your asshole needs to be prepped.
Yes, agreed. But not everybody does the pre-prepping. I've put a thumb in it and hit like rock.
Mm,
What is
Not.
you,
That's a
you,
shit. That's a
you
turd.
nasty bitch?
She had the shit.
She had to. I said, "Go in the bathroom. I'm not doing this no more." And now I gotta wash this one finger.
I don't want you ever to cook me dinner again.
Don't be like that.
I don't want no more
And
bacon
not
wrapped
I don't cook with
asparagus.
this finger. I
I
cook with the
know,
other
no,
one.
fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that.
There's some nasty
First and
bitches out there.
foremost, why are you sticking your finger up somebody's ass who has not porn prep before the you got?
I
So
don't
I
know.
need for you, for future reference, to make sure
Oh
these
my
bitches
God, I'm
porn
not doing this with
prep.
you. I'm not.
That
I'm
means
just.
they need to take an
This
enema
was.
and get
This
the
wasn't
shit.
even. This wasn't nothing recent. It was just a while ago. So far, it's been nothing but clean sailing with booty holes.
You frequent the booty hole?
Nah, not define frequent.
You know what the fuck frequent me, Mister the source of the
So,
fucking
hey, devil's advocate,
no
pillow
devil's
talk,
advocate. Yeah, hey, yeah.
devil's advocate
You don't
pod.
be frequenting assholes.
I didn't say that. I never
Yes, you
said.
did. Yes, you
I
did.
never
That's
said
what
I
you said.
frequented assholes. That's not what I do.
So the assholes that you frequent have shit rocks and
That's not what I said.
well, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is I don't frequent booty holes, but I have experience in the past.
Shitty booty holes. That is disgusting. That is horrible.
Horrible. Yeah.
Porn prep. Enemas until it's
Enemas,
clean.
yes. Or just take a good dump. Just don't come over my house with the bullshit.
A bitch should be taking a shit once a day.
But this is years ago. This isn't nothing new. Oh wow.
I'm not even.
Amy, I don't like how them eyes. Them pretty eyes go all up and to the left and what. So to wrap up, now that we
wrapping up?
I'm just
You don't want no more.
Listen, all I'm saying is
You don't fuck up with the shitty ass.
we hour and 40 minutes, and now we're at the end of shitty asses in my personal experiences.
Yours.
Kreeamy, do you want a soft life?
I want, so not soft. I need a little gristle there in my life. You know, I just need a little gristle because I'm a little bit too tough to be like, or I need a complete soft life. I kind of just want a mediocre life. I want an even life. I want, equal opportunity for myself and the man that I encounter.
Men.
What?
Hmm?
I'm not poly.
What?
What are you talking about?
I said that out loud. I'm sorry.
These guys don't want a poly life here.
I'm sorry.
They don't want to share it.
Depends on who you talk to. You gotta get the right nigga. Now, mind you,
Sweet.
I don't believe in providing a soft life for anyone. I believe in people providing soft lives for themselves. Be your own rock, because you will never disappoint you. And if you need somebody to fall back on, who better than you?
In Jesus.
Who better than you?
Jesus.
Who better than you?
Jesus, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
I'm gonna take 5 seconds about that, and this is what I'm gonna leave it at. God help me for putting this on wax. And when I come to you, Father,
on wax.
When I come to you, Father,
just know. What part of wax is the booty hole?
Just know, Father, when I come to you, just have mercy on my poor human soul. Here's why I say. The scripture says, do not rely upon your own understanding, but the understanding of God.
Lean not to your own understanding, but in all ways acknowledge him, for he will direct your path. Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
God always have and always will have standards, boundaries, and stipulations.
Mm,
God's path is not meant for everyone. Hence why it's
that
called the
part.
narrow road and not the broad and spacious.
Tell them. Preach it, brother.
So, if you are going to be on a path of God, you have to subscribe to the stipulations, regulations, and rules that God has set forth for Christian living.
Mhm.
Christ, Jesus said, I will absolutely be your foundation if you follow me. If you are not a follower of Christ,
Follow the head nurse in charge
you
on
ain't
YouTube.
She said, "Don't follow us. If you ain't with Jesus, don't come over here because we got some bullshit over here. I can tell you that right now. Ain't nobody
Okay.
saving your
The
ass.
Devil's Advocate. The Devil's Advocate
The
podcast
Devil's
on Instagram.
Advocate.
The Devil's Advocate.
Oh,
podcast
that couldn't have
on
been too perfect, Creamy.
Facebook.
God damn. Hold on, wait.
Okay.
The Devil's Advocate podcast.
Follow us on all platforms. Okay.
That's who you follow. If you
That's
ain't
who
gonna
you
be a
follow. If
follower
you're
of
not gonna
Christ,
follow Jesus, if you're not gonna try Jesus, don't try us. You're gonna try the Devil's Advocate. Okay. There it is.
my co-host did that. I'm proud of you. Listen, that's what my co-host said. Y'all already heard it. If you're not gonna follow Jesus, follow us. This is Pillow Talk, Kreeamy and Curt. You have listened to our drunken rants for almost
what
over
it
2
is.
hours. And
Yes.
episode 3, I thoroughly enjoy doing this with you
I love
because
this.
I love this
us.
for us. This
Yes.
was a vibe. Also, when I get to the pearly gates, just tell the big
You're
man.
gonna turn back around. I'm gonna try to get you in.
Thank you. That's all.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
I'm gonna go off the strength of you because I ain't making it. God
Okay, because
damn.
I'm his favorite.
Yeah. I wash my finger before I get up there too. All right, y'all. We holler at you and good night.